Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode for Our Darker Purpose. There wasn't one yesterday, or for a few days now. Actually, yesterday I guess was the only day I had in between, isn't it? No, it's been 2 days. They were updating, as you can see, 454.10.1. What did they change? A couple things with items, actually. Let's go look at the item log. I believe they changed the seconds. They're still supposed to disappear. The first attack of every room. This means only cleared rooms. Now, I think. Or is that this one? One of these they changed to make it the first only for if it's a room that's not cleared. Okay? And haunting goes faster. That's pretty much the extent of the updates that I saw. Alright, so here's the new updated version. I'm not in hard mode because we're trying to see what they did. Right? And hard mode will not let me go far enough to see what they did. Already we're taking the importance of finding tokens. Speak of the devil, there's one. There's two. Okay, so the thing again I'll say about the first floor is the first floor is so, like, it's always so empty. Right? I mean, I just went through, I don't know, I've done 3 rooms and I found the boss room already. On the first floor without so much as seeing almost any enemies. Let's count how many rooms actually have enemies in them, huh? Because there's always so many, just environmental hazards, right? I suppose the boss is supposed to make up for that. But I mean, without vistas, remember that I have 3 extra rooms. So right now, we're up to 3 rooms with enemies in it. And let's see, if you hear a cat in the background, he's playing with stuff and he'll be bumping into things for a while. Anyway, let's get rid of Hippocradesk. Come on. There. A teddy bear. I'll leave it because we leave it until the end. Okay, 4 rooms with enemies. Raise general anxiety. You can see I'm thinking about stuff. By one unsettling concoction. Normally I wouldn't even think about buying stuff on the first floor, but, you know. I kind of find it almost to be a waste, because you don't have that many coins to begin with, unless you take mercantilism, and even then, you still aren't really rolling in the dough. Okay, so look here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rooms. 8 rooms that had that out of the 8 we had 1, 2, 3, 4 of them had monsters, okay? And remember, 3 of them aren't supposed to exist. So I'm gonna take a stab at which ones weren't supposed to exist. This one, that one, and maybe this one. So there are actually only 2 rooms. 2, probably, that had creatures in it that I could fight. It's kind of like it's a give and take. It's like, well, you can get past the first floor. Good. Because if you couldn't, you would never get credits, right? But, you know, without enough enemies, there's just nothing. Okay. So we're at the obsolete operator. And because he's on normal, he's just going to produce Brug. He does get one of the harder upgrades in hard mode. Being able to produce, like, the gifted on the first floor when you're nowhere near enough to deal with them. And I'm aware that enemies have like a base hit point that increases as you go up floors, but Gifted on floor 1 still have like 300 hit points. It's really annoying. Boom. There's an A for that. Too big and too small. A too big one. I always like too bigs. Unless I'm trying to do something, I'm not really going to need to go to a too small. Like if it's near the end of the game, too small is a good thing to get. Because the the floors get so big. Alright. Woo! Killing everything. That trash can hitting me, that was a fluke. It shouldn't have happened. It won't happen again. I think I'm not aiming right. There we go. The things the monsters carry to the Velveteen Cabinet. We're going to take the things the monsters carried. There's the Tin Pot Duke, or whatever his name is. I think there is only Tin Pot Duke for this leader. I've never seen one differently. The Brightbringer. Okay, that is that's the other one. The Brightbringer. Which, that's a weird name. So I'm going to see what the difference is in a second here. If I find another of those pot tin heads, which I probably will. There we go. And there's Allie the Sharp, I'm going to say. Or Allie the Trapper. 52. Okay. So, the difference in experience between a leader and a normal is about 3 times. Allison the Pointed, okay. But, it's about 3 times, because that leader, the Brightbringer, gave me 155, and those guys are giving me 52. So, there's your difference in experience for leaders and normals, 3 times. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Vandergraaf. 3 times experience still means that the best Brug is the trash can, though. The best Brug leader. Because for some reason these trash cans give so much. And I think it's because they're considered hard because you have to knock their tops off. Anyway, Vandergraaf device. Vandergraaf device still has its thing of it's very be very wary of using it in cafeterias. You might kill yourself. But it's great against all the cafeteria bosses. What are those? There's something on the ground, and at first it looked like I didn't know what I was looking at, and it kind of confused me for a second. I'll go show it to you as soon as I take out Bubble Boys. You know, because your brain tries to discern what things are, like put them in things that you can recognize. But what are these? It look like 2 pencils. That's what I thought. I guess they're supposed to be like tongs or something, but they're broken. But yeah, your brain tries to make things recognizable, and mine was like, I don't know. So for a second there I was paralyzed. In a stupor, I guess. You could say. I wonder if they'll ever make like a champion slime. I mean, those don't have a they don't have a distinction. They're just, you're in a cafeteria. You know? That was a nice crit. 1038. I still hate the fact that enemies are approaching me before I enter. It's still not my happiest of moments. Because it still feels like you aren't given enough time to react sometimes. Although I'm just old, maybe. That's always a possibility. Well, I want the merit bracelet. But we haven't been getting many tokens. Even though this is a big floor, not many token drops. And the reason I say even though because this is a big floor is because since it's big, there's more chances for drops. Does this go through? It does. Just stand here for a second. There we go. Okay, the Van de Graaff device I don't think used to actually go through geometry like that. Like you couldn't just stand to the side of something and say, yeah, I hit you. Because of Van de Graaff. So that's nice. I don't think it used to exist. Is all I'm saying. Oh, 500 more, huh? Fuck, the hell? Nope. Yeah. Yep. I'm alright. I was just calling because I saw you guys called. I saw you called earlier. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But I hate being Pearson with a car sometimes, you know. But it's good for other things. Anyway, that's weird. I didn't think he had to go anywhere tomorrow. Sail like air. I'll figure it out. Anyway, here's what I was saying, I believe. I think I was talking that I wanted that merit bracelet, but I was weirded out that there were no things, and then I went to Van de Graaff device, and then here's a boss, and it's the Cauldron of Yesteryears. Good, I wanted him. I wanted the Cauldron of Yesteryears because, you see, I don't know how much AVG or anybody watches, what I do. What the heck? Did it? Oh gosh, I hate it when that happens. Usually he pops up in the same cauldron they're going to, but I guess that was one of the bug times when I could have shot him because he was at a different cauldron. Yeah, like this. See, this is one of those weird bug things that he gets. He's at a different cauldron, so what I can do is actually mess with him before it happens, right? Anyway, so that sometimes bugs. If he's like, if you're beating on him and then all of a sudden he disappears to a different cauldron, or he's going to come up in a different cauldron, is what it is, I think. Because it still counts as him being up if he is. Anyway, I don't know if they watch or not. Let's see, it was 1263. But I had a thing about the Cauldron of Yesteryears that I think should be one of the things, okay? I think this should be changed. Okay? A lot of people, or people I've talked to, don't like the fact second helping's there. I don't mind second helping because I can dodge it. But some people can't. It's very hard. But here's what I think. I think second helping should give you experience. If not as much as the cauldron, about half as much. Kind of like how the box of nice things, all of its nice things give you stuff. Bunch of leaders, that seems good. I'm fine with that. So now we're in a weird spot. These are both the giant you're gonna get coins thing, but I'm probably gonna be spending more money, so I'm gonna take Juice Boxes of Darkness. And there's an administrator here, or archivist. I keep saying administrator, even though it's not alphabetically correct. I should think archivist first, because, you know, AC versus AD. This is the room that the Van der Graaf device just suddenly decides to kill you in. Also, we should have champions that aren't just Tabula. I can think of a champion right now. You see that chair thrower? Make her do the thing that the gifted do. The snakes, how they fire like 3 shots instead of 1. Make her do that. Not only will it be something new and different and, you know, a pain in the butt because it's a leader, but it will get people ready for when they actually get to the gifted. And now I'm going to just ignore that. Thanks, Tabula. See, I don't mind that there was a Tabula in here, because it's Tabula is like the only thing here. All that else could have been is like if they do repeats of like William the Windswept, but make them Broogs, or I mean Woundworts. Like maybe Charles the Conqueror or something like that. I wish I had a slowing item right now because I really want to stop this guy from doing a fire rate or slow his fire rate. The knapsack. Alright, so right now we've noticed that I made the right choice. Because those 3 extra juice boxes definitely constitute that I did the right thing with Juice Box of Darkness. At least in my mind. And that's all that matters right now, since I'm the player. Are you, yeah, I thought so. Come up here to the top, please. All the way, please? Jesus Christ. Good help is so hard to, annoy nowadays. Maybe they fixed him. Now, what used to happen is if you can get an archivist to the top, like all the way to the top, not this I'm almost there archivist that he's doing, he will not be able to fire. Doctor's note. Thank you. Because he'll just hit the ceiling. Vial. So I'm gonna go on a juice box craze this run. That's our looking out for. That fragile glassware is going to sit there until I come through this the other way, coming to the boss. Anyway, like I said, I think that second helping should give you experience. I'm going to tell you why I think second helping should give you experience. Second helping is a chapter 1 boss, or the Caller Yesterdayers is a chapter 1 boss, meaning that it's the chapter that usually you'll get better at, Goneril is your main worry. It's pretty basic, right? But the thing is in order to proceed through Chapter 1, you need to be at a certain amount of power, okay? And sometimes the game is not very good at giving you that certain amount of power that you need. Like, you don't get enough experience, you don't get enough coins, etc., etc. But experience is usually the main one. Until you get vistas, there isn't much you can do about it. And I don't even remember how I got vistas. Alright. Do I have dodge? No, I don't. I thought I did. Anyway, I don't even remember how I got vistas. But my point being that you could use the cauldron like how people use the box of nice things. He's an experience grab. You level up a lot against him for beating him, especially both of him, since he is one of the few bosses that has multiples of him that you can kill that doesn't give experience. Anyway, he'd give you a chance to get a level up, and it's Sudsy here. Hi. I had to think for a second, and I was like, it's gotta be Sudsy because it can't be the candelabra. Oh yeah, I have 25% chance to dodge normally. When I roll, I mean. Okay, why? Stop! 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 Oh my god, slow down, you piece of crap. Die. Oh my god, there's nothing in the background except the recorder. Screw you. Dorm. Anyway, like I said, let's go back to the cauldron and just say, hey, he should give experience for both him and second helping. Okay? That's my argument. My argument is that it'd be more experience, it'd be easier for people to get past the first chapter if they're having a lot of trouble with it, and be a little more worth it to fight him. Because between him and the Candelabra of Longing, Chapter 1 cafeteria bosses are kind of a pain in the ass. The Frozen Few is less of a pain in the butt than the Candelabra of Longing or the Cauldron of Yesterdayers. In fact, the only one of the Chapter 1 bosses that even remotely is kind of easy in terms of cafeterias is Sudsy. That's it. Now I'm going to go in here because I have max crit and I'm going to use it before it goes away. God damn it. Today's Saturday, huh? Fucking Windows updates. Let's get rid of this globe. I wish my shots would stop doing that. This ricochet shit has gotten on too long. Well, there goes my crit. But yes, this ricochet piece of shit has gone on too far too long. Also, could you reduce the defense on this fucking thing? Oh my god. Sometimes this fortress just has the biggest pain in the butt because of its defense and the ricochet at the same time are kind of annoying. I mean, if it has to have as much defense as Goneril, okay. But can it have, like, half of her defense, maybe? When I can do 100 points of damage, I'd like to be able to do at least 70 to it. I don't think there is a boss on any higher floor that has a higher defense than the Fortress. And like we said, and like I just said, that's Goneril's defense too, so I don't know. It just seems like Chapter 1 is kind of really hard when you go back and think about it. Like, you don't get almost any credits. By the way, how much do you do to me now? 0? Good. You don't get any credits. You barely get any items because you don't have things to get things like crowns and whatnot. It's kind of a crapshoot. I'm not saying the game shouldn't be hard, but I'm saying in the interest of attracting new players that you should probably tone down Chapter 1. Just slightly. I'm not even saying to get rid of anything. Look at this guy has less. You see the defense on this guy? Where I'm doing 80 and stuff? What about his defense? His seems reasonable. Alright, so I got bricks, which I really don't like for a couple reasons. Okay. The brick, like, it says after you roll, right? But look at that. It has to be exactly after you roll. Watch. 1. If I wait to the count of 1 for me. 1. 1. 1. It has to be exactly after you roll. It's not the next attack, like it says. It's the best way to do it is to have mud, because then you do it while you're rolling. Alright? And the brick does do a lot of damage. It does more damage than your normal attack. 50% more, it looks like. But if you were using it with something like, say, Hand of the Bloodfather, the brick does not heal you when it hits. So it's good in a sense. Also, if you're standing next to the wall and you do it, because your shots start at a certain point on your body, it just hits the wall. Same thing with the ceiling. See? So you can't be standing at a wall when you fire a brick. No throwing bricks at walls, kids. It's not helpful for you or anyone else. Alright, let's see. Also, I'm still sticking by my thought that if you had it so that everybody gained at least 5 damage every level up, you wouldn't be killing the game. You, like, just an automatic stat 5 damage, or even just 3 every level up? Not breaking. By the end of the game, if they haven't gotten any damages up, they'd still have like 30 something. And plus, it would encourage a little bit. It would encourage different builds, I think. Instead of, hey, look, there's Gangs of New Edgewood, yoink, or How to Kill a Rocking Chair. You'd still have the big ones like Atlas Glugged and Juice Boxes of Darkness, and even Coins and Punishment. But you wouldn't have nearly as many broken things, I think. Or it wouldn't nearly be as... Yeah. It wouldn't be as detrimental as you might think. That's the word I'm looking for. Detrimental. Like I have 104 to 109 damage, and most of it's because I've been healing myself. And if I were to think about it, my damage is pretty dang low. For this floor, it's low. The Van de Graaff device is what saved me. Okay, let's go to Haunted. I can't even look at any others because we're going to go to Haunted to see how it works. Now what's supposed to happen is they don't drop coins nearly as often anymore. Also, when you clear the room, he's supposed to leave. It's also supposed to speed up the things that are breaking the longer you stay in the room. Alright, it did speed up the thing's breaking speed. That was kind of weird. Did you see that that one didn't go until I got done with the guy? Let's check this room. Oh, I can't check this room. Let's check this room. I'm going to try and beat them before the poltergeist destroys everything destructible in this room. And I'm not going to make it because, yeah. What? I suppose this is the other thing bricks are good for. And their range, I guess. Donation can. What the? Van de Graaff. 1 coin. So they didn't prove that they don't drop coins nearly as often. There's the Nimble Medallion. I really want to see if it will stop when I kill everybody in a room. Because they said that's one of the things they improved. They made it so that when you kill everything, it will move on. It will not just sit here and languish in a room like it used to. Alright. Did it move on? It did. Okay, good. Okay, so that works. I'm going to take York's Skull and draw it. York's Skull because I need the experience gain coming up here. And then the drop because, once again, we're heavy on the drinking game right now. Whoop. Okay, so the poltergeist started even before I was in the room. I don't know if that's a trade over from the fact that he's supposed to get faster if you stay in a room too long. Like, you know, those rooms with the gifted that I was in where I harvested all my coins. So these guys have no defense. A cafeteria is probably the worst place for Haunted because of these stupid things. I'm so sick of the fact that almost everything sets them off. Alright, hold on. There's that one. You know, it'd be kind of interesting to see the poltergeist moving about. Like, just have a little wisp, and have it move around. Like, don't let it be able to be killed. Just make it like the Archivist, right? And then when the room is cleared, make it use the same script that you're using for the what are they called? Cabinets or the dressers, and make the poltergeist just suddenly go whoop and vanish. That way we can get out of the room, because it will still count him as an enemy, I'm sure, if we didn't have that. But, you know, that would be pretty interesting to see the poltergeist, maybe. That's just my take on it. I like visual effects like that. I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so Juice Box is now slow time because I have the relativity sweetener. So I'm still on a Juice Box kick. It's fine by me. The reduction in tokens is true. Not probably as much as they thought. I'm still getting quite a few tokens from this. Once again, though, I don't know if it's augmented by the things the monsters carried. I'm going to say Candelabra, because I was coming in from the right. I've never come in on the right on a Frozen Few, and well, maybe I have, but it's been a really long time. Frozen Few, I'm usually either the bottom or the left. Alright, Power Struggle and Wealthy. Wealthy. Since tokens heal us, might as well abuse that fact. I'm going to take this. Now we drink juice, gain life, and gain damage. And Woundwort dorms tend to have juice boxes. Capulet dorms, money. Woundwort dorms, juice boxes. It's just what happens. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that was close. Oh, necessary lantern. I'm gonna pick it up. Cause I'm gonna show you it. Yup, it makes a sensitive area. I kinda wish the necessary lantern would remain just on you. Anyway, let's see if that bug still exists. Ready? Oh no! Look what happened to me! Oh no, I have no light! None whatsoever. In fact, there we go. I don't have any. Let's go to the next room. Still none. Let's go to this room and let the necessary lantern wear off. That's the lights out bug. A buddy of mine found that out the hard way. Is the true pitch black room. But yeah, using the necessary lantern, if you use it while it's still active and you leave the room, you will suddenly find yourself in darkness. Complete, utter, total darkness. Now you may ask, well, that's not going to come up that often. It might if you're trying to speed through this thing. But you might be like me. You find no use for the necessary lantern. My whole reasoning for picking up that thing was to show you that bug. I had no other purpose in mind for it. It was all to show you that bug. Although, having a sensitive floor that you can call up whenever you want, pretty awesome. Which, yes, that's why I'm holding on to it. If only it wasn't that it went so weird. Like, it randomly picks where the spotlight is, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've used it, but I think it randomly determines where the spotlight appeared. There we go. I haven't tried controller support because I have no controller. So I don't know how that works. Some people say it's okay, some people say it's bleh. I'm willing to go out on a limb and say it's kind of meh. It's alright. It's probably not perfected yet, but they're working towards it, I'm pretty sure. And you are Cat's Cradle. I could have used you a few floors back. All the same, welcome though. Up. Oh. Hiding behind the bed. Screw you, I'm hiding behind the bed. Oh goodness. Where are we got in here? This room, huh? This room's always a kick in the teeth. I can already tell that I'm fighting something weird. It's going to be a big thing for this boss. Footstools, Sindar's Timekeeper, those are my options. Virtuoso I'm not thinking about. It doesn't look like I mean, it could be a small room. You know, maybe it'll take pity on me and it'll be a small room. But, it's going to be the footstools. The friendliest of friends, who I hate to the end. Boom. There. There. Alright. So now, let's head over here and get our footstool on. Hi. I'm getting really good at this whole predicting thing. Oh, I forgot it slows time. There we go. Thank you, Van de Graaff. Kite runner, kites, great expectations, and juice boxes. So yeah, like I'm level 8. And as you can see from the last time I checked my experience or my damage, I've gone up 10 damage. I don't remember what level I was last time. Nowhere near 8, I know that much. But I just think I should have more damage. I should have like 160 by this floor. And maybe that's on me because I didn't go to underlit floors or I didn't fight Capulets and stuff like that, you know. The game shouldn't just outright punish me for that, though. It should reward me for fighting those fucking footstools. I still think the social chair is funny because he's a door. So just his name is just hilarious to me. Scepter of Discipline, I fire 4 shots now. When I'm standing still. Okay, chairmail. It doesn't slow his swing, I believe. His swinging still seems to go the same speed. So the bricks seem to be doing different now. I guess it's as long as you're moving. You can't just stand there. Though very well. And there's Reagan. This looks kind of new. I thought they were all in the same line for a second once. But it looks like they changed it and you can only go up above them now instead of down. Let's see, I had to pile bricks here. Like right here. That would make this a lot harder. And then right here too. So you'd have to go whoop, whoop, and then down, and then up again. Not too hard, but it'd still make it a little harder. It'd be nice. There we go. The fact that I have these extra shots might be augmenting my my bricks feel. Feels a lot better now. Having 4 bricks flying from you is pretty good. Remembering that the most shots that Cordy can ever have is 7. That's the Scepter of Discipline, Sock Puppet, Sock Parrot, and the Sharp Pointy Gift when you're very low on life. And that's 7 shots. Dang it. Whew. Alright. I believe I know what this floor looks like. Or this room. So see, they actually count as each other when they're doing that too. I couldn't shoot through, or there was only one set of desks revolving, because the other ones were still incorporeal. Even though they were both counting. I haven't gotten anything like a gold star or anything. I had that one chance to get the merit bracelet, but I was poor at the time. I need to get rid of this necessary lantern. Unless I'm going to like just totally mess with Reagan with it. I could have taken Hunger Pains there, but I feel like losing all that life wouldn't help me in the long run. Especially because I'm not very poor. I have over 50 tokens now. Almost 60. So I really don't see the point to it. However, I am kind of in a bad aiming spot. Because without... my range sucks. It seems like it's worse than it usually is. Which I don't know how that works. But it seems worse than what it starts at. And because of that, I feel like those shadow droppers are a little hard to get. There we go. Need to get those guys. Ah, damn it. Speaking of shadow droppers. Is it all of the brambles that are animating? Is that it? Maybe? Or maybe it's the brick. Maybe it's all the shards from the brick are overloading it. Kind of like how the frames drop to shit when the old haunted rooms in the gifted area. Even if I wasn't attacking, it's just like, oh, there are 12 tokens right there. Oh, can't handle the token. Too many. So prestigious. Dang it. I was hoping to blast her in the face before she got the shield up. That's new. I've never had a flower in the middle. It's just usually only been these 4 on the side. Note that when I say that's new, there's a hidden message after that says "for me." Just in case you've ever seen it before, this is still my first time seeing it. Which is nice to know that there are still rooms I haven't seen even after I've gone through this game a couple, well, almost over 150 times. That's basically all I can think to get. Mephie's Wickedness, I'd get if there was stuff to get with credits, but there isn't. You know, even if I did get the last lessons that I'm missing, I could buy all of them practically without needing to credit hound myself out. I could at least buy the 3 on the bottom, that's for sure. Which I think, I'm pretty sure 3 is all I have left. Anyway, Reagan. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. It doesn't look like it, but we're in that thing right now. We were in the spotlight. It's because the terraces have such a huge light radius to themselves that it really didn't seem like it. Oh yeah, temporal toppings. Time stop. Woo! Come on, just get hit by that brick. Ah, there. Thank you. Wealthy underlit power struggle nothing. I'm still on an item kick. I need new items. Shoot! At least none of these Tesla tank were part of the leader elections. That would have been painful. These Tesla tank, however, are part of the leader election. At least that one was. What? Oh, I didn't notice my health. Thank you, Telltale Extra Heart. Where would I have been without you? Dead, bastard. Oh, sorry. God damn it. Fedora of Crisis. What do we got here? More plants. Ah, stupid Tesla tanks. They're the only thing that I guess I really worry about when I go to the Gifted, is the Tesla tank. They're also one of the few enemies that have a name. Like, what do we call this? Gifted Snake Eyes? Good coin is hard to find is a good one for us, because we heal with coins. But yeah, Gifted Snake Eyes. How does that sound? It doesn't really matter what he thinks about it. It's what we think about it. Lobster! Nom nom nom, the lobster of foreboding. And that would be a gifted wind drill. You know, like a mandrill, like the monkey, but it's also got drills, so it's a wind drill. Yeah, you get it. That would be something with gramophones, but I don't know what to call it. Gifted gramo, or gram machine gun? Nah. And the only reason I say gramophone is because they've got two of them strapped to their arms. Maybe that, even that, just gram machine. Gifted gram machine. There we go. We'll call him a gifted gram machine. We're going to name all the enemies and start using names. You hear me, people? We got names coming. And these are gifted gram machines. So let's remember that. It's a gifted wind drill. Or are those bellows? Oh, okay. That guy's got two vacuum cleaners. Gifted blowhards? Gifted blowhards. I thought they had something else on their arms. But they've got vacuum cleaners. We could call him a gifted Hoover too, but I don't know. No, that's not right. We already said that's Snake Eyes. Oh, the marble. Marble will be okay because I've got the Escher's Compass. It still sometimes feels a little weak to me, but here we go. So those were blowhards. Gram Machine! Die, Gram Machine! I'm sorry I keep saying their names, but it's also for me to remember. After all, I came up with them. I better remember them. Gifted Magnetech? Like magnetic, but Magnetech. There's another new item for us, the Enshrouding Embers. Or this Ever-Smoking Ember thing. So after I kill an enemy, I become enshrouded. Okay, I gain the incorporability of a like administrator, and it puts my dodge to max in that time that I'm invincible. Which is 75. They sure have a lot of items that activate on kills for this new set of items that they got. Magnetechs. I'll leave anyone who has a name already alone with their name because that's already been decided, but I'm going to mess with everyone else's. Brick Pile. I hate the Brick Pile. I hate him because he is by far one of the I hate him in the sense that he's one of the bosses that takes the longest to defeat, because when you get him down to a certain amount, you don't do damage to him, as you saw right there. It just stops. And your damage doesn't go through anymore. And it's kind of a dick move. Whee! See what I mean? He dropped down. He could have died from all that. But nope. He was like, I'm not gonna let you. Also, these kills don't count toward the kills that would make my embers activate. I think he's done dropping down now. Not sure 100%, but I think he is. Yeah. Gluttonous, leaderless. Gluttonous, capulets, please. Now, we're going to take Hitchhiker's Guide to Vending Machines, not because we need to save tokens, but because it's the one that does damage. There's an administrator here too, so... or archivist. Once again, I get my AD and AC discombobulated. Smoking Embers doesn't last that long, as you might think. I'm kind of trying to abuse the dodge that it gives in order to make the Nimble Medallion activate more often. But yeah, it lasts about as long as your invincibility does normally from getting hit, which we all know already that's not that long. I'm going to pick up Goneril's Mallet because it's better than the Necessary Lantern at this point in time. It gives us more damage. No. With how many shots I have, there's really no need to get anything that's not more damage up. Like I said, I hate the Hand of the Bloodfather with the brick because it still makes you pay for shooting every brick, but the bricks don't heal you. See, it's like this. I got either Zen of the Art of Pummeling or Perk of Being a Ranged Wallflower. And, well, I'm going to take the Perk of Being a Ranged Wallflower. It's 20 damage. You know? But I'd like to have taken Zen of the Art of Pummeling, actually. It's just, if I did, I couldn't win. Okay, I'm following the right way. I had lost track of him a few rooms back. So it's nice to know that I'm actually going a correct route. even though I wasn't paying almost any attention to him. They should have something like the Administrator's Notebook or the Archivist's Notebook. Like, it shows you where the Archivist room is. I know that you can always waste your time running into every wall that you want if you've lost track of him. And usually you'll be a little bit right about where you're trying to go. But sometimes you just want to, you know, move on. Down. A sock parrot and a fragile roly-poly. We're gonna take a sock parrot. And a new juice. Five shots. It's almost, that's about the most I've ever had. Yes, I'll inspect and inspect. Someone said that Stolen Seconds is still bugged. Probably is. It still doesn't disappear, from what I heard. Red. I don't hear much of anything. I got 5 now? Yep. Anyway, what's my experience at? A lot. Okay. I had the Cookies of Discipline when I came to this floor, which is why I got that level up at the start of it. But I need more experience because I'm about to get to the library, and also this is my last chance to find any leaders that aren't a cat or an archivist. At least they're loading me up my juicies. So, the Van de Graaff device, I don't know if I've ever told anybody this, but it never gets stronger. Its damage is always about 200. That's why I like it as a really good item for Chapter 1 if you're stuck on Chapter 1. I'm going to keep saying about that because I'm going to talk as, you know, we've already played it a bunch, and some people who played it, you've already played it and you're like, you're kind of done playing it. But new players, the Van de Graaff device is very, very good. It comes with one really terrible drawback. 2 if you're in a cafeteria. The first being you have to get really close to people for it to work. And it works kind of random. And the second, those scarecrow things. Buoyant double? Shit. I wish the buoyant double. Really? That does that? If you're wondering what I meant by that does that, so chalk does a lot of different things in this game. One is it can get rid of hazards. At least hazards that are deemed get ridable by chalk. A burning library! I kinda hate this. But I'm okay with it in some sites. Anyway, somebody set this library on fire. Okay, here are the reasons I'm okay with it. It helps me find guys like this. Also, it takes care of any gas traps, I believe. Yep, gas traps. But here's the problem. Some of those gas traps are unavoidable. Okay? The library has a tendency of making traps that you have to run through in order to get through rooms. So I might enter one of those rooms of the library that forces you to go through gas in order to get to the other side of the room, which means they're going to force me to run through fire. The greatest thing about this burning library, I can say, is that I don't have to waste time looking for people. Like, I know where all these shadows are, where all these hop, skip, and jumpers are, whatnot. Oh, especially the shadows. Searching for the shadows can sometimes be the biggest pain in your butt because they deal the most damage. So, of course, your butt is being dealt the most hurts. 19 points of damage, huh? That's how much damage the fire does to me. Okay, there is a shadow here. There's two shadows. That's even worse. This room is very well populated with all manner of holy crap. Two shadows, two leapers, and a fire flower. So, Bulky Friend is the name of the guy who's who shoots the little bouncy things. All right, who I call Bouncer at one point in time. I affectionately refer to him as Bouncer, but his name is Bulky Friend. So these would be everything and then end it with friend, right? In order to indicate that they are part of the You're Carrying Friends. So there's Leaping Friend, Shadow Friend, Orphan Food. That's the egalitarian device, which means, is this the boss room and I just didn't look at it close? No. So these are Hopping Friends or Leaping Friends, okay? And then there's Flower Friend, I guess we could call it. Fire Flower Friend. We'll call it the 3 Fs. You can shorten it down to just which is the sound you make when you see them. At least the first time. So these are the Fire Flower Friends. Or Handy Flower Friends, because they are hands. As for these guys, I don't really know what to call them. I still think they're horrors. I mean, that's still a name to me that I see as. There we go. Is that everybody in here? Yep. And then there's nothing else. Boo this room. Boo. Shoot. Bulky Friends. These are Bulky Friend. Now the Bulky Friends aren't going to be that useful here because of the no geometry for their stuff to bounce off of. I believe they're just Hopping Friends here. Yep. Is this the boss? No. So it's when you get to this floor that all of a sudden Vistas is like, hey, don't you wish you didn't have me on? And it's like, kinda. Oh, you walked through the fire. Wouldn't that be crazy if they could get hurt by the environmental hazards? Anyway, there's nothing on this floor. Malady Ward. Now, Malady Ward is kind of simple. He's really simple if you've got enough damage. Come here, Fenwick. Specialist Fenwick, I need to talk to you. I have a problem. Mainly you. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll get up then afterwards. If they've all been down for a while, they all just get up. It's been a while since I've fought Malady Ward. I mean, to the point where I actually had to care. I usually had more damage than that going in. As always, this floor has no subtext with it. It's a boss floor, period. Its subtext is, hi, I'm a boss floor. Oh, thank God for those embers. Confusion threw me back into the fire. There weren't any birds on that last floor. Thinking back on it. Well, there's the boss door already. I don't want to go. I've got a few things left to do. One is I just need to find... Yeah, I need to find that egalitarian device. And my experience, I'm not going to level. I don't think. But I need to find the dispensary device. I lost 1 hit point going into that room, but I gained a coin. It was a good trade-off. I don't think it was the worst trade. There you go, standing right next to me. There. Well, I better find this thing soon. Before I run out of chances that it will make a difference. It's been so long since I haven't had Dolly's Sextant that I've forgotten how crap my range is at the start. And I know they didn't, but it feels like it's worse. Let's see. Here we go. Chalk, not my biggest concern right now. That Bunsen burner, that should help out, especially because my attacks go through people. So going through and lighting on fire, pretty good. Let's get to the administrator now. Administration office. And now I drank a juice box without meaning to. Oops. Oh well. The more hit points we have, the better, right? You're confused, Cordy. You're scared and confused. Oop. Excuse me, little birdie. I have to go this way and up and whoop. I'll wait here. Confusion is gone. If I beat the administrator, I'm going to go back a few rooms because there is enough that I can actually level up. Wasn't that BS? He was in the thing that I targeted, but since he wasn't there yet, it didn't work. Okay, so that's a rare occurrence right now, but the brick does not actually, its shards don't do enough damage to actually kill the administrator's portal. Which is silliness. It has to be the whole brick or nothing but the brick. See? 29. Oh, and look, brick shards make it fire out little electricities. Huh? Instead of producing an enemy. Oh, come on, I hit him. It didn't make the shiny kaboom. Ooh, look at that. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. I said nope. Oh, really? It blew all of them up systematically? Well, that's nice. Oh, he's 0 hit point. Or he's a sliver. He should have died. Anyway, So, like I said, though, there are some things I just wish they'd change. I think I've gotten all the new items. I think I have. Unless there's 2 more underneath the pinwheel and the symphony, I think I've got them all. And then I know I can't get the cash register that's in between the hall pass and the seconds. I think I got everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can. Basically, I could purchase every single thing down here if they were there. But yeah, so fudge, I'm sorry about that. So my suggestions are just simply the Cauldron's second helpings should give you experience. You should lower the fortress's defense and or hit points, at least so that players can kind of, get a feel for it, at least in normal. If you can do differences between normal and hard with hit points, do that. Or defense, do that. Take down the defense of the fortress just a bit. You can keep Goneril's the same. She's kind of easy. It's the fortress that's the annoying part. Get rid of that bounce. I hate that bouncy shit. Ugh, bounce on all those environment-like things. The houses. That's just annoying. And then also, and this one's just really my personal preference thing. You see this lesson? It costs too much for what it does because it's like, I guess 90% less. Anyone who uses shoelaces, tell me, what difference does it really make? Does it make a lot? Does it? It should also increase your move speed. That's all I think. Increase move speed by 10%, reduce duration by 90%. Do that. It makes it a little more attractive. Right now, shoelaces, kind of just there. They're in the middle, never getting selected. Because what you have to do is you dodge all of the disables. And if it's confusion or something, well, there's Corey's goggles for that. That's what you made those for. Sometimes we don't care. But it just doesn't seem attractive enough. It doesn't have enough going for it, It's just my thoughts on it. Anyway. Also, hard mode, let's make it not 3. Just make it like 0. It should be a reward to get to hard mode, and it shouldn't hurt you more than it already does. Alright, though. That little ding 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 is going to signal the end of my test here of this version of Art Darker Purpose. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.